2026 going for everybody? Is it going good? What's up? How's your 2026 going so far? How's your 2026 going? It's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. I got some news that one of my kids' friend, one of my kids' friend, his brother got killed, I guess yesterday. He pushed somebody down the stairs and he turned around and walked back in the house. And when he turned around, the person that he pushed pulled out a gun and shot him in the back of the head. Like, that's crazy. Like, today is the 12th. We're 12 days into 2026, and you get killed on like the 11th day. Like, that's why I say you have to enjoy life while you got it, because things can get crazy real fast. Like this boy, okay, so my son, like I got a 12 and a 13, 12 and 14. So his friend is like 13, 14, and he lives with his sister because their mother died, their dad died, and now their brother died. So that make it the mom and daddy. Then it's three boys and like two girls. So they got a sister that's like maybe 30. She takes care of the teenage brother, and she has a daughter of her own. So she got two brothers under her. No, she had three brothers. The one that got killed and two younger ones. She take care of the two younger ones, and now this one got killed. Like, that's crazy. And I just look at it as assigned to enjoy my life while nothing is going on at the moment. And you have to take those moments and enjoy them because I'm telling you, we always headed into something. Something is always on its way. Just like it's a up, it's a down, it's a night, it's a day, it's good and it's bad. And in your life, you have good times and you have some really bad times. So while you do have that good time, your best bet is to enjoy it. So like right now, I just put all the kids on the bus. I thank God that all of them, woke up safe, going to school. My dude is in the room sleep. I'm up. And I love to sit in the kitchen with the stove on, like the oven. And I love just to like open it and sit in front of it. Cause see, I grew up old school. Okay, I grew up before it was all that central AC. And we had homes that I lived in Florida, it was hot. We had homes that baby in the summer it gets hella hot. You got one wall unit in the front room, you gotta close every door, turn off every light, and you gotta sit right there. And you better do that while daddy at work, because as soon as daddy get home, you better turn the AC off because daddy from South Carolina where it was real hot. So that don't do nothing to him. Okay? He grew up in the country. But during the winter, it wasn't no heat like that, so we would turn on the stove, turn on the oven, and baby, it get it nice and toasty. So like, as a grown person, like grown woman, like my me time, what I do, I get me a cup of coffee. I go to the store in the morning, Circle K, get me a nice cup of coffee. And see, I was drinking how I was drinking my coffee, right? I get like half coffee and half hot chocolate and put like 3, 4 what them creamers in it. And see, I like the flavored creamers. I don't like that plain creamer. It's like, what's the use of this creamer? It's just turning it white. It ain't got no taste. So I like the sweet and fluffy, I think it's called. Sweet and fluffy. Some, what's that? Vanilla? Is it vanilla? I can't think of. French vanilla. That's what I think it is. Sometimes I like that. But try that. Try that. Try, if you don't like the strong taste of coffee by itself, because see, I don't like sugar. Like my dude, oh my God. When I gotta go fix his coffee, it's like, because I'm like a health conscious person. I like lift weights and stuff like that. And I don't like sugar in my coffee. That's why I put the hot chocolate in there so it won't have the coffee taste all the way, and it won't have just the packets of sugar. He need like at least 10 packs of sugar. And I be getting on him. I be like, babe, that's how you get diabetes, like every day, because we love coffee, okay? Our day ain't right if we ain't got that coffee in the morning. And see, he love coffee and a cigarette. I love coffee and a blunt. So I hate fixing his coffee because it's so much sugar. It's like at least 10 packs. And he still be like, babe, this don't taste sweet. And I be like, what you mean? I just put 10 packs of sugar in your coffee and one creamer. He like one creamer. But I like to sit in front of the stove with my coffee, the kids on the bus, he and us sleep. This is my me time before I get my day started, before before we go to work, things like that. And see, I feel rich, right? Because rich is your definition. That's what I've learned. This made me feel rich because I once had to live a life where I had to be up early in all types of weather, okay? I done lived in Florida, I done lived in Georgia, Atlanta, where, baby, it is raining, it's sleet, it's ice, it's hella cold, all in one, all right? Hey, how you doing? Um, so, like, especially as a single mom, like, I had to work on jobs, working on cars. So I'm working on cars in Atlanta where it's freezing, and I'm from Florida where you get like a week of cold air, okay, where it's real cold. And in Florida, like if it hit 40, 35, 40, oh my God, that's like freezing. And then I was living in Atlanta where it's like 20, okay, and it's raining and stuff like that, and pre-snowing, so it's sleet. Never experienced that, and I'm working on cars. Got to be up early, but I finally made it to where I don't have to rush. And see, to me, that's I feel rich. Like my bank account, I got a little money. But see, I done had like cars, clothes, a lot of money, all type of stuff. Like right now, I'm settled in my life. I'm about to get married next month, and I'm excited. But see, I like to be home now because I done had all that stuff. I know you can get all that stuff and still not be happy. All right. I am happy, like going to work, coming home. I ride motorcycles every once in a while, but I enjoy this, you know. So that's what I be doing. Just enjoying life while nothing is going wrong. While I got no bad news because I done been through so much, child. And I'm finally in a spot where I can kind of relax. And baby, income tax about to come up too. Oh my God. Trump said it's about to be the biggest income tax season yet. I can't wait. And guess what I'm about to do with the money? We going on a little vacation because we about to get married. We get married the end of next month. And we was going on vacation with the kids. Then we was going to get married and go on a honeymoon. But I'm like, Bumpy, let's like do two in one, save some money because you need money. And if we can save some money some type of way, I'm into that. So I'm thinking we just go get married because we going down to City Hall, okay? We're going to get married. And then we just do like a vacation with the kids slash honeymoon. The kids come on our honeymoon with us. I don't think nothing wrong with that because this is 2025. You better save every penny you can. We're going to make it real special, just our little day. Because we doing it like it's like a date. Because me and my dude, we always take time out. We spend time with each other. We do our little family thing. We all go to the mall and like get something to eat and just walk around and just like look at different stuff. And if with my dude, he the type, we'll go like to Macy's or something. If it's something on sale for $5, $6 on the rack, and he always find good deals. It be name brand stuff, $5, $6, and he get him a little shirt. And see, that's what I love about him. Like we both Aquarius, and so we low maintenance. We both, and I love that about him. He don't have to have all the expensive stuff. This man literally would go. I have seen him go to Walmart, get a pair of sneakers, and wear them like they the new pair of J's, and be just as proud. And guess what? That's how I am. My kids used to get on me. They'd be like, "Mom, you got to get some better shoes than that." Like a few years ago, before I got into the sneakers, see now I can't put my feet in nothing but J's. For some reason, I don't know. I got to get out of that. Okay, my kids, I get a pair of shoes quick from Walmart. They be like, Mom, you gotta do better than this. But that's how my mama was. She'll go get a Payless. That's when Payless was open. She'll go get a pair of them all black shoes with the strings, child, with no that just as flat as they want to be, no cushion. When I did start wearing a pair of good shoes, I was surprised how good they felt. But yeah, and see, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. And I'm glad I made it. I feel rich because I am rich. I mean, I woke up this morning. I got my coffee, got my little blunt, got my family. And guess what, y'all? I done had to separate from so much family. Like, when you trying to elevate, when you really trying to change your life, or let me start saying trying, when you're changing your life, man, things come at you. When I tell you the things that came at me in 2025, if I was to tell you, like, I was fighting court cases, okay? And not just for me, court cases that family got me into that was just the most disgusting thing ever, all right? I was stalked. I had a stalker in 2025. You know, a little girl that ran away from home. Her stepfather was threatening to kill me because I was exposing that he was letting young boys in the house to be with the girl. Him and her mama was about to get married. I was even invited to the wedding. And I was going to go to the wedding. But the girl ran away and tried to say something about my oldest son. And I had to put out there that, look, I know your fiance that you about to marry be opening doors for the look to let the boys and the girl in the house. And kind of find out he was a pedophile. He was on the sex registry offender list and threatening to kill me because I'm exposing him. That was all in 2025. But see, I told myself, and I got this tradition, like, I really start a year off brand new. Like January 1st, 12 o'clock p.m. or a.m., everything that year before, I swipe that away. Like, it's wiped clean. And I start fresh, and I always feel fresh. So now we are 12 days into January, and I feel fresh. Nothing has happened to the point where, like, I can say that, oh my God, 2026 is starting off crazy. Like, look at my son's friend. His brother done got killed. Their brother done got killed 11 days in. They can say now, oh my God, 2026 has started off horrible. Their whole year is just like gone. Okay? Just gone. Like something like that, that's big. So I just be thanking God and relaxing, doing what I'm doing now. And that's how I feel comfortable. So I'm thinking about, I don't know, my job, right? I like my job because it's easy. But I'm like tired. Like I told my boss next month, when we get married, I'm taking 2 weeks off. And he said it's fine. Now my boss talking about he gotta go to Africa to get away for a week. And I don't know what he got going on, but he been moving real funny. Now, mind you, in Atlanta, I was working with somebody that the U.S. Marshals came in and got him. We was working at Walmart on cars, and U.S. Marshals busted in there and got him because he had been raping people within like 2 miles of his home, okay? And they had been looking for him. So I done work with some crazy people. So now looking at my boss and how he been moving, like he done had to up and get a new apartment, and I've been hearing about police and a girl that came through his window and left a message and all type of stuff. And now he talking about he got to go to Africa. And it's like, well, and trust me, man, these people crazy out here. You can't put nothing past nobody. And I be telling you, I be straight up with him. I be like, listen, I don't know what you got going on, but you talking about you got to go to Africa. He talking about he want to go to Africa or Thailand. Like, for what? And he talking about he booked his ticket to some place in Africa. I don't know if he lying, telling the truth, but he moving real funny, so I got my eye on him. Because think about this, right? Look at this guy that they say been robbing graves, and they found over 100 bodies in his home of skeletons. They say this like abandoned cemetery that's like hundreds of years old was getting desecrated. They was noticing that like some of the graves had been messed with. He was getting bodies out of what's some when they put them in that wall. I can't think of it. When they put them in the wall, not in the ground. he was getting them out of there and he was getting them out of the ground. So the police did a sting and they caught him leaving the cemetery with a bag with bodies in it. So they got a warrant to go in his home. And when they went in his home, oh my God, they say it was full of bodies, like skeletons. He had bodies like some of them were 200 years old. Some of them were little babies, just like months old. They say he had some of them like stitched together. He had some of them stitched with different body parts from different bodies. Like this shit just happened the other day. You can look it up. They call it a house of horrors. They said they never seen nothing like it. And they found out that he be on the internet on his web page where they sell body parts. So it's like he's getting graves, he's digging graves, imagine that. And he doesn't live like out in the woods. He lives in those homes that look like duplexes. Like they right up on each other. It's not even like they're spaced out. Imagine what that smell like. Like how could you be that crazy? And then the people that's killing their mamas and daddies. Look, I just heard about a teenager that killed his mama and his stepdaddy, stole some money to try to fund killing President Donald Trump. What the fuck? Killed his mama and stepdaddy to get some money. And they say he was in connection with Russia. Is it raining? Like, these people are crazy. And look, that Rayner boy, the star that his son killed him and his wife, they said he, at one point I heard he slit their neck, and then another time I heard they was found with stab wounds. He said he thinks he's being used as like the scapegoat, like he's being set up. And who's to say he's not? Who's to say that he's not programmed, he was not programmed to kill his mom and daddy or given something to kill his mom and daddy? And he ain't even know what was happening. Now he in jail. Not saying he didn't do it, he could have did it. But the daddy was in the process of doing a documentary on the relationship with Donald Trump and I think Putin or something. He was about to get ready to expose Trump. And he up out of here. And how many people has that happened to? That has happened to so many people. Okay? So many people. Like, think of all the stars that, and it be stars that you haven't heard from in a long time, but they be actively doing things in the background on the low. And once they die, you start hearing about all these accolades, all these films that they was attached to. And you be like, what? I had no idea that they was doing all that. And then they'd be like, but they was about to buy a news station. They were doing a documentary about to expose someone that's corrupt. And then guess what? You hear, oh, they died. They fell from the top of a building. The 50th floor, they just fell. They fell out the window on the 50th floor. But they had a documentary about to expose somebody. Or they had a heart attack. They had a heart attack, but they were about to expose somebody. Or they found slaughtered in a 1.2 million. And you know, Daily Mail be full of shit. Do you read Daily Mail? And some of the titles they have, like, they be like, beauty queen stabbed and gutted in $1.2 million mansion. Like, what? For a while they was going with this beauty queen, bitch. If you was white with long hair, ain't matter about what color eyes you had, and another beauty queen. It could be some beauty queen stabs man 2,500 times and chops his head off. And it's like, beauty queen, what the fuck are you talking about? Look how they doing. What's the Mangiano boy name? The one that shot the executive? And every picture they have taken of this dude, they are painting him as a supermodel. But if you look at, who is it? What's his name? Tyler Robinson, the one that quote unquote killed Charlie Kirk. He looks like a nerd in every last photo. I'm talking about, it looks like when they take the photo, they don't do no editing, no nothing. But when they do the Mangiano boy photo, bitch, they be in brightness, skin tone, sharp, contrast. They always catching him from the side with his smile and his grin. Or, like, what the fuck? Daily Mail, they be disgusting sometimes. But who's to say that this boy wasn't controlled? When I read stuff like that, when I hear stuff, I be waiting to see the details. And then when something like that, he say he think he set up. Who says he wasn't? They say his daddy was doing some weird stuff to him. Look at Will Smith. Oh, Will Smith going to jail. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, y'all going to jail because what y'all been doing. Brother Palau put Will Smith and Jada Pinkett out there. Yes, he did. He say Will Smith been raping people, taking booty, raping his son. That's why his son wanted to be emancipated from the family at 14. Him and his friends was actively raping the son. And look, Will Smith was kissing the son in the mouth. On camera, we all saw this. The world saw this. Will Smith kissing his own son. So how when the bodyguard or his best friend that was around him from years come out and say, look, they was doing this to this boy. And he not the only one that said. How could we say that's not true? It's a lot going on in the news. Trump taking over everything and everybody. Got everybody fighting. Like, I don't understand what's going on. But I know the play. Trump taking over everything, and then over in America, we just hear the biggest tax refund season ever. But Trump's taking over Venezuela. He told the Cuban leader, bitch, we coming to get you. We gonna take Greenland, no matter if it's legal, not legal, whether we gotta bomb you out of there, whatever we gotta do, we taking Greenland. Why is Trump taking over all these people, places? Like, I don't understand. But I want to see if he gonna take Russia stuff, because they say Putin got a picture of him and Bill Clinton doing, some things they shouldn't be doing. But I just read the title that they said Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, they in some trouble, some legal trouble, especially since these files, these Epstein files, these good old Epstein files. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting on my Mizan to get up. Y'all just saw me? I'm trying to, I got this blunt roll. I was trying to wait on him, but I'm gonna hit it a few times. Few times. 2 times. What's going on with Finesse 2 times? Matter of fact, he letting them pills get to his head. He gonna get himself killed. That's what he gonna do. He letting them pills get to his head and in his mouth. He's gonna write a check that his ass can't cash. Cause he talking about some real street shit. He talking about real street shit right now. And, you know, the live button is one of the worst things ever created. But I really think the live button was created by like a task force to be all up in people's business and to be able to find out who doing criminal activities a lot easier because these dudes love to get on, and to me they like bitches. They love to get online and they love to tell all the business. And they say females gossip. Do you see these supposed to be thug ass niggas that's always online telling their business, telling other people's business, telling who they screwing on? It be dudes. It be dudes. And the police, I know they just be sitting back like, look at this dumb ass. Look at this dumb ass. The police, I've learned that the police, boy, they got some stuff. Police be having pictures of people in your neighborhood. If you live in the hood, if you live in an area where people do a lot of things, you best believe it's pictures of you and them in the police phone. I seen some pictures. I talked to a police and seen some pictures in his phone. I was like, God damn, what the fuck? What the hell? What's that thing? What the hell? When I seen how clear that picture was in that police phone, man, your best bet is to stay in your house and don't do nothing illegal. Because these police be doing everything. My son got a friend that was stealing cars from a storage unit, and he thought he had got away with it. He didn't know that police had his fingerprint. Because what they did, they broke in the storage unit. They tried to steal a car. And then when they all got in the car, they tried to drive off. The car got stuck on something. So they got out the car, and then they got a truck, and they drove out with the truck. But they came back a few hours later and tried to got the car. Like, how dumb can you be? Okay? Use no gloves. So he was running around. He didn't even know the same police that pass him every day is the same cops that was investigating. Police just, they have to investigate. They got to get things together. So he started with his brother one day. And long story short, he wound up calling the cops on his brother, not knowing that he had 2 warrants. Warrant for a car he stole before, and warrant for the car he had just stole that he thought he got away with. So he called the cops on his brother, and he going to jail. And I got video of them taking him to jail. Like, how dumb can you be? But it just shows, like, he got balls, and the storage unit is right by where he lives. So it's not even like it's fault. It's right by where he lived. You break into it and then call the cops on your brother and you wind up going to jail. Yeah. So yeah, I just be on here rambling like I say 2026, I'm not taking nothing serious. I used to be like, you know what? I'm going to take YouTube serious. I'm going to make videos. I'm going to edit. That editing shit made me quit real quick. I'm not editing no goddamn video. Like, no. It'll take you all day to edit a video and then nobody watch it. You be editing, you look back on it, you be proud. You be like, yeah, I'm about to. It take forever to upload, first off. And then when it upload, it be like 20 hours ago, one view. I done spent 6 hours editing to this bullshit. So like, no. So that's why I just get on here and ramble. And just talk about some bullshit. And just take your life slow. I say this year, I'm taking life slow. I'm getting married. I'm about to just like enjoy that. Enjoy being a wife. Enjoy being a mother. Enjoy being, just with my family. And I want to do everything with them. I don't hang out with friends and stuff like that. I'm good on that. My dude is my best friend. Yeah. My kids is my best friend. I got people at work I know. That's all the like social life I need. Hearing them enough at work is all I need. Like, I have cut everybody off. Like, one thing I learned in life, you be cherishing a lot of people and then you learn that they don't cherish you the same. So I used to live in Florida and now I live in Louisiana. And it's nobody in Louisiana but me and my kids, and it's so freeing. Like, my mom and dad passed. Once they passed, I moved, and it's been so freeing. And I've cut everybody off because, like, they weren't there when I was struggling. So, and sometimes that's what you gotta do. I had to cut my uncle off, the only uncle I talk to, because all him and my auntie do is gossip. I know if you calling me, soon as you get off the phone with me, you gonna call somebody, probably her, and gossip about what we just talked about. So you know what, fuck you. So I cut everybody off. And just, like, I can understand what stars mean when they be like, I went to the mountains. I was about to do a new album, so I stopped talking to everybody. I went to the mountains and became creative. They needed that silence. And that's what I need. Like, I don't want my phone ringing. None of that. I don't even like my phone ringing. I don't like nobody but my man and my kids to call my phone. So nobody has my phone number but them and my boss. And it feels good. There's nobody to judge, nobody to spread my business and things like that. Like, and I love it. It feels like a second life. Like, I choose to make this life what I want to make it. And that's what I'm doing. And it is working for me. Like, I look at all these people running around in these beautiful cars. Like, you ever see these cars, you be like, wow, that's a nice car. And when you're younger, you be like, I wish I had that car. And sometimes it make you go out and grind because you just want to afford that. But when you get a certain age, you know what comes along with it. You like, that's a beautiful car, but I know it comes along with a beautiful price tag. Like, these new cars, I know people are paying $600-700 a month, no cap, $600-700 a month. The low end, $400-500, and that's not even with insurance. And you gotta pay that every 3.5 weeks. Not every month, every 3.5 weeks. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I'm just in the era of relaxation. 2026, enjoying being married, and just relaxing, taking it slow, and really not giving a damn about a lot. As you get older, you stop giving a damn, and that's where I'm at. I don't give a damn.